I have had the privilege that my last political intervention in this party has been with four very good friends that I have known for many years. And I think that it was good to share with you these very interesting, thoughts from people that are in the decision-making. And I've been proud to be part of this discussion. President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, President of the group, EPP group, Manfred Weber, President of our party, of the EPP, Donald Tusk, President of the European Parliament, Roberta Metsola, and another President, Joseph Daul. Dear friends, some people have asked me these days what I was going to say in this speech, my final speech after 20 years being your Secretary General, or as Elmar Brok always loves to call me, the General Secretary. Some people even asked me with fear in their eyes that what I was going to say today. Of course, this last group of people don't know me well. They will never understand that my respect and my love for the EPP, and most importantly, the privilege that I have felt for being part of this family for so many years is greater than anything else. This is not a goodbye speech, but a thank you speech. Saying goodbye doesn't mean anything. Showing gratitude means everything. It is the time that we have spent together that really matters. As you know, 20 years ago, I began this incredible journey with all of you. Sitting at the beginning, I was young and maybe a little bit more unwise, sitting overwhelmed in front of leaders like Helmut Kohl, Jacques Chirac, Wilfried Martens, José María Aznar, Silvio Berlusconi, Kostas Karamanlis, Sauli Niinisto, Jean-Claude Juncker. I could feel around the table the ambition and the strong leadership emanating from those leaders. That strength made EPP the first political force in Europe. That was the kind of leadership I was forged in, and that has guided me during the good and bad times that we have lived together. Since the very beginning, I refused to be a civil servant of the EPP. I wanted to be a politician with ambition, not only for myself, but for all of you. And that's why, I never took any position in the leadership of the EPP group or in my own party in Spain. You all know me, I have said it many times, first the EPP, second Partido Popular, and third myself. That has been my motto for these 20 years. And that's why my ambition was always compatible with the loyalty I practiced with four Partido Popular presidents, José María Aznar, Mariano Rajoy, Pablo Casado, and Alberto Núñez Feijóo. And most importantly, my loyalty to three EPP presidents. Wilfried Martens, dank u wel. Joseph Daul, merci beaucoup. And Donald Tusk, dziękuję. This loyalty of mine is based in three principles that have always guided me in the last 20 years at the management of this party: honesty, balance, and teamwork. Honesty, something you all know about me is that I have always spoken the truth in matters concerning the EPP, no matter how hard it was. Maybe I was perceived as rude by some people sometimes when I told them the truth. But I am convinced that those who are smart, and there are many of you in this room, always understood that I did this out of loyalty and friendship. If someone felt that I was wrong or felt offended by this, at some point, please forgive me. The second principle that guided me was keeping the balance in our political family. There are no small parties or small countries in the EPP. Everybody counts, and it's crucial for this project. I understood this delicate equation from the beginning. For me, COCOMUS will always be as important as the CDU, PSD Portugal as Forza Italia, Moderaterna as Partido Popular. As our visionary founding fathers knew, Europe is a project built in this balance, and so is the EPP. Finally, the third principle that guided my work was teamwork. Even if I would love to, I cannot mention all the people that have helped me all these years in transforming the EPP from a humble group of friends in our headquarters, all headquarters in Rotterdam, to this proud, internationally recognized now European political family. Many, many names in my head: Luis, Maite, Kostas, Giuseppina, Guy, Cortaut, Luke, Christian, so many. Sorry for the others, but there is many people that they have collaborated in this. Only by working together, side by side, we managed to create this formidable political machine that has given us incredible moments like today. Like the many of you cherish in your memories, our 2014 Congress in Dublin, 17 prime ministers, president of the European Parliament, of the Commission, of the European Council, all sitting at the same table. Jesus, we also had Bono from U2 giving us a speech, you remember. And he said, I invite you to watch it in YouTube. It's an incredible piece of European political art. And he said, Europe is a thought that needs to become a feeling. And only then we could see the fulfillment of the dream of our founding fathers, the election of the Spitzenkandidat, who later became president of the European Commission, our friend Jean-Claude Juncker, one of the best political commissions. Now, my friends, enough of these incredible 20 years. Let's talk about what really matters, the future of this European project and the future of the EPP. Because I believe, and I know that you also do, that one cannot survive the absence of the other. I will not hide from you, again, your outspoken Secretary General, that I'm worried. The successive economic crisis, the crisis of populism, COVID-19, or the atrocities committed by Putin's regime in Georgia, Ukraine, are the most visible challenges of many that we have been, unfortunately, facing with a certain, sometimes, sense of fatigue, lack of coordination, and a sense of lack of leadership. Only a sense. Fatigue, because this party has been taking the responsibility of the European project since our first European elections victory in 1999. Lack of coordination, because the renovation of our groups in many institutions in 2019 brought fresh group of politicians to Brussels who, thanks to COVID-19, were soon condemned to be watching computer screens and about, WebEx, Zoom, Teams, but not allowing something crucial for the stability of the European architecture to take place, to have Italians, Germans, French, Swedish, Slovenians, you name it, sitting together at the same table. You know that my EPP team worked hard to overcome this. We were by far the most active political party during the COVID-19 pandemic, but it was not enough. And the important challenges about the growing sense of lack of leadership. I hear some people saying that we have to renew, that we need new leaderships, but it's okay. This is politics. We understand this. I have a different approach. I think that our past EPP leadership, the one of people like Wilfried Martens, like Enda Kenny, like Jean-Claude, Nicolas Sarkozy, was based on the principle that leadership is about transforming a vision, a dream, into a reality. And in that, I believe that we can all agree they succeeded. Otherwise, we would not be sitting here today. I firmly believe that for a politician, the biggest risk in life is not taking risks. You know me, I love to take risks. I remember when some years ago I had to negotiate the inclusion of our Eastern European brothers and sisters in the EPP. I remember when experts, think tanks, and a legion of advisors told me not to take inside the EPP the Democratic Party of Romania, today PNL, or GERB of my good friend Boyko Borisov. They are not Christian democratic enough. They are not reliable enough, they told me. As a politician, of course, I didn't listen. I follow my senses, my instincts. And today I'm so happy that we have so friends like Siegfried Muresan, like Traian Basescu, Eva Maidel, Boyko Borisov, Emil Bock, and Klaus Johannes, and so many others sitting with us here today. Taking risks, and this is very important, taking risk is key. And that is what we did also with the Spitzenkandidat. Also thank you, Jean-Claude Juncker, Michel Barnier, Alex Stubb, and of course, Manfred Weber, for taking part in this risky dream of giving the European citizens a say in the decision-making that takes place in Brussels. I have news for the diplomats and the civil servants that have been trying to kill the Spitzenkandidat process. We will be back. My dear Manfred and friends, if you keep committed to this dream, I will always support you, whatever my new political adventures are. We have to take risks, also to invest in youth in our societies and youth within our ranks. It was always a personal commitment of mine to support, to discover new young politicians, mostly from JEP, mostly from ADS, that now they have top positions. And I see them, many of them I have seen coming and going in Brussels. And they were very young, from my own country also, but also I remember Roberta was there, Isabel from Spain, Díaz Ayuso, Helen McEntee from Ireland, and Alidia Pereira is there, and many others. And many that they have to come to see the great work that associations like yours are doing for our future leadership. Also people that have also renovated the leadership in our ranks, people like Kyriakos, in the past also Sebastian and many others, all good friends who I've seen grow as politicians in our EPP also associations. We have the best politicians, by far compared with the others. It's clear, we know that. And we have the best solutions for the European problems. And in the challenging times we face today, we have to step up. In all our countries, our people are concerned. And what they need from us today, more than ever, is hope and optimism. Like Sir Winston Churchill said, I'm an optimist. It isn't useful to be otherwise. So my message is, people, let's be useful so that we can bring optimism to the Europeans. For the past year, many of you have heard me saying that I would always be part of the solution in whatever position or capacity I might be. This applies to everybody. The European People's Party is a collective project, the project of millions of Democrats who came before us and who will come after us. The EPP is the meeting point and the coordination hub of our member parties, our heads of states and government, our associations, students, women, youth, workers, of our several groups in the European Parliament, in the Committee of the Regions, in the parliamentary assemblies, within all the European institutions. Here I will come back again with my three principles: honesty, balance, and teamwork. We must keep this party strong. Besides our values and the quality of our politicians, our EPP party is what makes us stronger than the other political forces in Europe. The EPP cannot be the extension of any parliamentary group. To be able to win in 2024 and remain leading this European political project, we need all of you with no exception. We need our groups, we need our politicians in Brussels, in the member states, in the regions, and in the municipalities. We need our associations, we need the Martin Center, and we need our friends around the world. Bringing all together as we are doing here in this room today. Because together we are unstoppable. Together we can keep giving great things to Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't wait for fatigue, discoordination, or any false sense of lack of leadership to take us down. Please fight back. We have a democratic Europe to save, a Europe that is being attacked from outside and from inside by people who see our freedom-based model a threat. We need to step up to the circumstances. We need to regain the trust of the voters. We must show them that we, the European center-right, the traditional ones maybe, we can keep leading this project. That we are the key for a stronger, more prosperous and democratic Europe. This should be our compass. And we have the best people to succeed. Let's embrace the energy, honesty, and conviction to save our fragile, imperfect, sometimes, but best political system, our democracy. Colleagues, friends, are you afraid of what's yet to come? Do you sense enemies around you? Good. That means that you are fighting for something in your political life, and it's worth the fight. European citizens have elected us to fight populism, nationalism, hatred, not to hide behind parliamentary reports or endless meetings. Success then will be ours. We will resist with patience, and again, like Sir Winston Churchill said, we will keep going on and on, from failure to final victory. Hence, we will get rid of the apocalyptic demagogues, fake news worshippers that abound these days, and finally we will give our children and grandchildren the future they deserve in this free, prosperous and democratic Europe that was given to us by our forefathers. You all know that I am half American, and as such I can tell you that I hate to lose. I love to win. We have been winning elections since the beginning, since 1999. There is no second place in this race. If we lose in 2024, this will be very damaging for the EPP. And that is why, whatever are my new political tasks, I will be there to help the EPP to win the next European elections. I'm looking forward to seeing the sad faces of the left when this happens. The last elections, always love to go to Plus Lux to see the left were preparing great parties to celebrate their victories. I would like I have always done, the next day to go around Plus Lux and see the faces of the left when we win again these elections. My dear friends, I think that the happiest person at this moment is my wife. I must confess that she has always been a bit jealous that I dedicated too much time to the EPP. I will not confess to her, but I do it to you here confidentially, that I will always keep my enthusiasm and be available whenever any of you need me. You know that I am a very discreet person. You know that many people appreciate the coffee in my office. I have said to all of you many times, but I will say it once more. It has been an absolute honor to serve as your Secretary General. From the heart, thanks to all of you who have supported me these last 20 years. Thanks to my amazing EPP staff. People, I have been speaking too much. You know how we are European parliamentarians when they give us a microphone, but we only have 1 minute in the parliament. People, let's keep working together and let's make the EPP stronger. Thank you very much. And I will see you now around. Thank you.